Welcome everyone. Was just so minutes, but we are here already again, and we are ready to present such an amazing speaker right now. She's telling us more about her project. She's telling us more about her how she's already changing the world. How this starts with researching, and now she's already creating, and she's already putting action into her ideas and her project. So now you already know her. You heard about her experience on the technology panel before. And now I'm going to present to you Abigail Sadowski. She's such a great and amazing researcher. And oh my God, she's here with us. She's already saying hi. She's a first year general science student and a piezoelectricity researcher. Abigail is so passionate about making the world a better place by doing scientific research. She's working on finding an efficient way to use piezoelectricity as a renewable energy source for future generations. Also, she has a passion for educating others, especially youth about science, and as soon as she gets opportunities to educate through her employment with Saskatchewan Science Center. Please tell me if I am pronouncing something bad because I know this means too much to you. And tell me, how can I pronounce Saskatchewan? It's okay?
Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's a bit of a hard pronunciation.
Saskatchewan. Okay, so cool.
Yes.
As you know, she's already working, she's studying, she's a mentor. I was really inspired by that because as you said, you need to find someone who can teach you something, and you find your mentor, and now you're also a mentor for a new generation of STEAM people, of STEAM change makers. So I'm so glad to have you here. And please, the floor is yours. You can start talking to us and we can start learning from you.
Okay. So the question and answer, piezoelectricity is non-weather dependent. That means we don't need sun, we don't need wind, we don't need it only comes and goes some days, but not others. As soon as the clouds come over, it doesn't really work. We have whenever there's motion, we get energy. Now, the discs that I'm using, the transducers that take the kinetic energy and make it into electrical energy, essentially the real mechanics behind that is there is an atom, you're applying pressure to it, you're getting a charge because you're deforming the balance of the atom. And so that's how electricity is being made from just motion. Something else my research has pointed to is cost effectiveness. So I have yet to build an industrial size model that a full size car can drive over, but I have built a small scale model, and that only costs around $13.40 per prototype. So I'm actually getting on average, and then about 60 milliamps, I would say. So then I'm getting about just a watt ish. So I applied this to a street, a very busy street here in where I live in Regina. It's called the Ring Road. And so there's about 60,000 cars that pass over that road every day. That's a lot of kinetic energy. So I was like, well, what if I apply this, sequence of pressure plates along the road? Will we get enough energy? Will I be able to power the streetlights? So I looked into this with my industrial model, or not industrial model, my prototypes, most efficient model. If I covered the road in them, how many cars, and based on how many cars I would need, I found that I would only need 3.6 feet squared to power 346 streetlights that use 80 watts each. And that's on an average day of traffic. So keep in mind, this is non-weather dependent. This is generally cost effective, and it takes up very, very little space. We don't have to have a whole field of solar panels or a whole section of wind turbines. We have 3.6 feet square model. That is me hand soldering and gluing things together. So we would probably even have more efficiency um, with an industrial model. But now, where are we going to put this on the road? Like, it would probably require maintenance. I'd probably put this maybe under an overpass where we can access it from underneath to do maintenance. And that is something really unfortunate about piezoelectricity. One of the drawbacks is it's crystals. chemical crystals. So we're either going to expand and contract and expand and contract, and we have cars driving over them all the time, and we're going to get a lot of wear and tear. So upkeep on that might be a little bit intense for sure, but I still think it would be a lot more cost efficient than say wind or solar. Um, so there's that. There's also, we don't have to put it on the streets. We can put it in a dance floor. We can put it in a mall where people are walking. We can really apply this to almost anywhere. And all we need is some springs and then some wiring, and that's it. So other than that, I'm not sure if anyone has any questions for me. But I think that's kind of just generally about my project, and I hope that I've inspired someone in the audience, perhaps. And yeah, thank you for listening.
Abigail, I think you inspired a lot of people in the comment section, but also the people that are like just viewers. Maybe they are not commenting, but they are like learning, understanding how you just for curiosity start researching, then start putting everything into action. It's so cool because you are such a you're young, really young. And when you started proving, started researching, started taking all your prototypes alive, you were also so much young. So it's so cool that you never stopped. You never gave up on this dream. And now you are, as a university student, you know you are working even harder to achieve this dream of being. For me, you are such an inspiration as someone who wants to be an inventor one day. So keep going with that. I'm going to read all your papers and start following you. So thank you so much. I hope everyone you can reach her on social media if you want to contact her, ask her questions. She's here with us and she's a mentor and a friend for us. So thank you so much, Abigail.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.